ZIP has failed to break out what we call hypothetical resistance level, at least for now. As you can see, it's not only failed to break out, but also this failed has followed by a strong sell-off. We're going to be looking at the chart, which sounds contradictory, but we decide to liquidate our position, and I'm going to explain why. Too many red flags into this chart formation. Even though we had 70%, our probability analysis has pointed 70% chance that we would have a breakout right there. And I think the fact that one of the directors has resigned and sold $100 million in shares, even though it didn't look like it's going to affect, we might have this later delayed effect. Now, as the chart looks very dangerous, the question is, would this be another opportunity to buy into a lower price, or we might just wait and see how it goes? Let's have a look. I just want to remind you, this is not a financial advice, just as from BG Trading, sharing with you how we apply our strategies to know when to buy and when to sell, together with our VP members, chasing trades of 20 to 40% within a 1 to 3 month time. Also like to invite you to become a member of our free Facebook community, Buy, Grow, and Sell Strategy for Share Traders. We post a lot of great quality content and also stock analysis link and much more. That's free of charge. Remind you that we start running a Christmas offer, which will be adding up a 50% link on your membership should you decide to sign up with us during this period up to Christmas. So incredibly good offer for 12 and 24 month plan. Also at 6 month plan as well. First of all, let's start with this. We have into our Facebook community, we have what we call a chat group here. And a lot of people, that's a free chat group. So I would like to invite you to, once you jump on board on this community, go on the chat group. This is not a VIP chat, okay? But I received a lot of hate messages this morning saying that there was a very contradictory movement. Once I said that I sold all my position, I have liquidated all my position. And I mentioned to our VP members that we sold half of our position last week. That was for our VP members only. And then also we liquidated today. And that was a result of this chart formation and result that unfortunately ZIP has failed, at least for the short term, to break out this hypothetical resistance level right there. And look, we have no obligation to disclose our moves with others than our VP members. So we do disclose with our VP members. So that's why last week we mentioned that we're selling half, and then today we liquidated. And then once we said to our Facebook group community that we are closing our position, then a lot of people start sort of sending hate messages. So I want to say this. Look, there is no guarantees in the market. Even though we tip for a breakout, that didn't happen. And when things doesn't happen according to the plan, what we have to do as a trader, we have to move fairly quickly to protect our capital. And one of the reasons we decide to liquidate, because our entry level was, we paid $3. We bought at $3. And then we sold last week for 5% profit. Okay. And then we decide to sell today at a small loss, but essentially we still more than break even. We actually did a small profit on this one, but we decided to lock in at pretty much break even because we wanted to protect our capital. We did a lot of successful trades with ZIP over the last 12 months. That has been incredibly profitable, and I'm not interested to speculate more profit if the stock has changed, or at least appears to be changing its behavior. Let me show you why I think what it looks dangerous for me. First of all, you can see these bearish diversions here on RSI. It starts weakening, losing momentum, and that came right there. There was already a red flag when we did the last video, but I was expecting as soon as this breakout happened, we would be looking at a breakout of this RSI as well, this bearish divergency, and building to a bullish convergence again, but that didn't happen. And because that we have one of our key indicators showing that the current chart formation looks too dangerous, then the second indicator is the Fibonacci. So since we posted our last video, as you can see once again, we didn't have those huge red candles that we are looking at right now on the Fibonacci. And look, if you look back since ZIP started rallying, we have multiple higher lows and higher highs. So you can see higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and higher low, higher high. So, and then now this is the first time within 12 months or more that we have this significant change of behavior, or this steep sell-off in a high volume. So most of the indicators are now, and that changed over the last 3-4 days. This is the problem, and we need to move quickly. Okay, so even though I think still we could see ZIP breaking out through the resistance, we have to be realistic. The market doesn't work within what we think or our belief. We can only look into, okay, is there strong fundamental value at the moment in ZIP? Not really, not anymore, not as it was under $1 at 50 cents, 60 cents when we just started trading ZIP last year. No longer fundamental value. There is a positive macroeconomic outlook. Yes, this is strong, this is huge, okay? And this is the main reason why last week I was tipping for ZIP to break out through that, okay? So, but the chart formation no longer favorable, looks a little bit dangerous if all the technical indicators are pointing for a potential further downside, at least the short-term downside. Also, bearish intersection level 2 here, and potential bearish intersection level 1. We don't know yet. We have to see it, okay? But again, look at the distance between the SMA 250 at $1.70. This would be the fair value for the long-term trend. Okay, we definitely are overvalued here. A lot of analysts tipping for ZIP to go up further. Okay, we in fact last week we had a target into our last trade. We started the trade early in November. Okay, and this is another reason we decided just to since we did really well, 62% with block and 28% with EML. We just decided, okay, let's put this stock aside now. Let's let it go now. See how low it goes. Okay, and once we have a confirmation or a strong reversal, even if the reversal is above what we sold for, because we pretty much sold for the same price we bought, $3. So even though the reversal is above, which probably not going to happen, but if it is, we will just buy back and for another target, for another trade. Nothing wrong with that. But in this case, I'm not interested, and I'm sharing with you right now the reasons why I'm not interested on keep holding ZIP for now. I think we might now, with this sell-off, we could, it's still tricky here, but the RSI is looking pretty weak. It's weakening quite dramatically here. And we could see maybe ZIP at 250, I don't know. And even though if it goes to 50, unless we have a favorable chart formation, it could fundamentally is expensive for ZIP. Obviously, we still need to see what FY 25 first half will look like, but just assuming based on our projection for first half of this financial year. Anyway, I'm just sharing. We sold. We decided to cancel our trade, breaking even. And even in the last video, I said that I would not be buying ZIP at the top there. Maybe some people bought it, and I was highlighting the fact that ZIP was trading in the formal area. You gotta be careful, okay, with ZIP. And yeah, so there. So obviously, if you look in technical analysis, there is a strong support at $3 now. The strong support at $3, but it's still what concerns me really is these red candles on the Heikinach, like very strong sell-off at high volume. It doesn't look good for me, and I'd rather be out, even if I'm getting wrong now again, because obviously we tip for a breakout, didn't happen. Even if I get wrong, I'm just rather be out for the reasons I'm just sharing with you in this video. Okay, let us know what you think. Yes, and we are looking now for opportunities into different sectors, or maybe even coming back to ZIP later on. We will be obviously sharing with you guys some of our next moves, but at the moment, ZIP with this chart formation start looking a little bit too dangerous for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye.